everybody! Hi, my name is Monica, and this is Press for Time. And today we're doing our first ever video game review. It's going to be about the game You Will Die Here Tonight. I'm really excited to talk about it with my good friends, Benny and Tyler. So, everyone, please stick around for the next episode.
Awesome.
I'm just dancing with the music. It's great.
Oh my god! So every time the intro video plays, I forget I've got these Razer headphones with the haptic feedback in them. So every time that song plays, it's fucking
like,
bumping. It's vibrating my entire skull. My glasses come shaking off my face. I gotta hold everything in place.
I guess I wrote some good bass parts there.
It's good.
Got some good ass music.
Yeah,
good ass music.
Awesome. Well, Monica, thank you so much for that awesome introduction.
It's nice to see you guys today.
You too. We miss you. It's been a little bit.
I know.
The world has been chaotic.
I'm excited to talk to you guys today about this game.
I'm excited to learn about it. I've watched gameplay. I saw some of your stream. I've seen some of the original gameplay when they announced the game that, got my attention in the first place. So I'm excited to learn more.
Yeah, so here's what I'm going to think. We're going to try something different today. So as we talk about it, Monica's going to kind of give us her experience with the game, kind of an idea of what it's about. But we're going to add her live stream that she did on Halloween, which is, we'll kind of skim through tidbits of it, no audio, just so you can kind of see the gameplay and kind of give you an idea of what to expect. But this is a survival horror type game.
Yes,
so
definitely.
We love the horror, and this is Monica's specialty.
Perfect Halloween game, by the way. I'm really glad that I was able to play that, and it came out on Halloween too, right? So it's absolutely perfect. Yeah.
Yep, and we'll have so I'll include a link to the full to Monica's Twitch channel with the full video of the stream for you guys if you want to check out the full thing.
See all the chaos and all the insanity that happened during the stream. I wish I would have recorded some of me playing it beforehand too, because it was just a lot of. So the thing is it's a lot of survival horror. This reminded me of a lot of 90s survival horror. You can't just look up the answers to the puzzles like you know what the
best part of this scenario for you to experience this is a lot of scenarios like this. When we get our games for review like this, we were very fortunate enough the developer and Evolve Terminals were able to help us out with a review code. So thank you again for that.
Yes,
we get to play it before everybody else. So there's not going to be.
I know. And then you would just struggle on your own. And you just in your own head, I can't figure this out.
Yeah, you guys know you guys understand my struggle being the de facto Souls-like player for Gaming Age and getting Souls games, 3 weeks ahead of time. There's no guide. There's no. I can't go to Fighting Cowboys YouTube channel and figure out where the fuck to go. I'm just lost. Luckily, a lot of times they give Discord access. So all the reviewers go in the same Discord so everybody can kind of share secrets and stuff like that. But if you find something that no one else has found, it's just
surprise.
Woo!
Yeah. Woo!
There's no cheese strategies for the bosses. There's no use this build to be open. Nothing. Just figure it out, which I love. I love it. It's my favorite part. But it is definitely it's definitely a different world playing stuff before anybody else has access to it.
Yeah, definitely for sure. I will say some of the puzzles in this game, I had some of the devs come on my channel and hang out while I was streaming, and I was arguing with them. I was like, "Your puzzles are incorrect. Can you please fix these? Because this is not what this puzzle should end up being." So we'll see what happens. But they tried to explain to me what it actually meant, and I was like, "No, you're wrong. Please fix this."
I mean, I think it's a great opportunity to be able to talk with the people that made the game during your stream, which is incredible. And let's throw a little achievement out there on top of just this being an awesome episode for Monica. Monica, what did you tell us before about this stream?
So I was the first person ever to complete the game fully.
Wow.
Yeah, pretty great. The devs told me that. They're like, "You're the first person ever." I'm like, "Oh, okay, that's pretty awesome." I feel really accomplished because some of the parts were kind of hard in the game, and like when I was playing, they're just like, "Wow, you're actually playing pretty well." I'm like, "Well, I practiced a lot."
That's the key.
Spoiler alert.
Yeah.
I had 11 hours into the game before I started the stream, and I kind of understood the controls a lot better. I kind of knew like I had strategies for gameplay, so it wasn't as bad. So I will say, like in the beginning of the game, it was like a little frustrating because it was like a little bit of a learning curve for me because it's on PC. And then also I'm on a PS4 controller, and it says like for controllers, it only like shows you the controls for like Xbox controllers. So I'm like in my head also trying to figure out what controls are what. But once I got the hang of it, it was actually a lot of fun. And then I was able to run through the game pretty quick. So
very cool.
So what we'll do is
Benny,
we'll
throw that up there, man.
Yeah, let's get this started. And yeah, again, we'll just start talking about it. And
if I get
an idea,
if I get real close.
It's you. Oh my God, you're me. Look at that. The ears and everything. I love
it. You got those cat ears.
I love it.
Yeah.
So that's my favorite character of the games. I'm glad we're on this spot because like Eric ended up being my favorite. He's like the weapons guy. I can mod the weapons, make it a lot stronger, which made the game 10 times easier once I like figured out I could like mod weapons, and then the enemies went down a lot faster.
Yeah. Yeah, it's very. I mean, even one of the first things that's apparent is it's very PlayStation 1 style survival horror. Like you said, very 90s.
So it reminded me.
I love this
especially. So I don't know if anyone's ever played Resident Evil Gaiden for.
Yeah,
yes. It reminded me of this very, very much because like basically you're running around like obviously the graphics are not as good, but you're running around like this, and then as soon as you like run into the zombies, and it's first person mode.
Yeah, that's really neat.
Mm-hmm.
Also
trying my best to run away. Oh, he got me again.
I've been
to continue talking about. Oh yeah. To continue talking about Souls games on every show that we ever do, even if it's not about Souls games, reminds me of Kingsfield. When it switches to first person like that, the graphics and the way that everything moves, and the environment and everything, it looks very Kingsfield-y, which is super cool. Which, for those of you that don't know, Kingsfield is what FromSoft did prior to any of their Souls games.
PS1 or PS2? I know PS2 definitely.
Both, I'm pretty sure, because there are a couple Kingsfield games.
And since we're talking about regurgitating stuff on streams, I got to show my Resident Evil candle just to piss Tyler off. Oh, thank you, Monica. Let's double down on this.
Let's double down.
Oh my God.
Let's triple down on this. I got two candles.
Hell yeah. Tyler.
I'm gonna get a hold of Jess. I'm gonna have her steal that fucking candle and hide it.
I opened mine up once and smelled it and like almost vomited. It was pretty bad. Never again. I never even lit mine. That was as much as I needed, was just opening it up.
We'll bring this one out while we're at it.
Yeah.
You got a Chucky one? I got.
Wait. I got two Chucky ones.
I got a Leon one.
I got one this year.
I don't even have I have Die Hard ones too for Christmas time.
Nice.
I did not mean to sway this review.
It's got to go back to the candles always.
Yeah.
So
candles
let's
are
go
a
back.
Touchstone.
Yes.
So I'm gonna skim in. I'm gonna go a little earlier. So we don't want to go too far. Obviously, we want to give people kind of an idea.
Look at all the guns I have. It's very exciting. At that point of the game, when I finally figured out how to get a lot of the guns, I was like, oh, we're doing really good now. Before it was like I just had a handgun, and then I figured out too, you could just go. I mean, this is really obvious. I'm not giving any spoilers. There's like a chest in the beginning of the game, and you could reload your ammo whenever you want. So when I first played the game, I'm like, I'm out of ammo. What do I do? I just struggled for hours, and I was like, oh, I could just go back and just get more ammo.
Go get some more.
Let's get some more.
The infinite box.
Yeah, it was infinite box of ammo. I was like, oh, what?
So how story heavy is it?
It's pretty story heavy. So it kind of like it starts off like right now we're in the beginning stages of it. And you're like, I would say I want to keep saying Resident Evil-esque, but it is Resident Evil-esque. You have like these characters like kind of like the Stars characters. This is Ram. Oh God, I'm gonna forget the name of
Car Ramrod.
What they call like the
Team Ramrod.
Ram. I think it's Ram. So it's basically like oh God, you see my crazy chat happening right now.
I didn't say we probably end up seeing the developers on there, right?
They're in towards the end, yeah. So basically, like you're in the station. There's reports of like a guy that like killed his family, and also there's like a vial of like like a drug sort of thing missing from a company. So it's kind of like remind me a lot of like Umbrella that way. And then you're like have to go out into this like estate and find this guy that stole this sample, and then also like find out why he murdered his family. So you're like, all right. And then this right here, Dr. Catherine Olsen, she's the one that they brought in. Like she's not really part of the team. They just brought her in so that she can get the sample, basically. So
got it.
I love how that looks straight up like the mansion in RE1.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. Yeah, they had a lot of that sort of stuff. But then, they had their own unique sort of puzzles, and the game changed as you went along, and it veered away from that. It almost kind of reminded me, like, I haven't only watched the first Saw movie, and I know you recently watched like all of them, Tyler.
I did, like, yeah, except for the most recent one.
Okay, so it kind of reminded me of that in terms of just like you'll see very quickly in the game
the grittiness and like,
when you die, you will. Yeah, you will die very soon in the game. It's just what happens.
You will die here tonight.
You will die here tonight. There's just a screen of everyone, and then basically like you pick one character at a time, and then they go around the mansion to try to figure things out. So they're all passed out and knocked out, and then like each time someone dies, you can pick another character. So it's almost like
okay.
Yeah.
But it's not like really permadeath in the sense. It's like you get put like in limbo, if you will.
Yeah. So, well, basically, once your character is like, there's 6 characters on the screen. Once your character is dead, they're gone off the screen forever, and you pick the next character. But you can collect these little K coins, and that's like kind of like the old school, like gaming machines. I'm gonna forget their names. You know what I mean?
Like arcade machines.
Arcade. Thank you. Words are hard. So like arcade machines, and you just stick it in there.
I know.
Sometimes your brain just like. So you stick the little coin in there, and then you get all your 6 characters back, and you kind of like start over, but you don't start over. You start from the last place you ended, so you don't have to replay the entire game, which is really nice.
Very nice.
Yeah, you could just continue. And then at this playthrough I did, I think I ended up getting like 4 or 5 coins. Like I got like
takes a lot of bullets, huh?
Yeah, so in the very beginning of the game, when you're like your weapons aren't upgraded or anything like that, it takes a lot to kill them.
Well, and then old Jeffrey Monroe there was just face tanking those shots.
I know. Well, he's I think the main guy we have to like take out.
Got it.
He's like the most.
Oh,
yeah,
so he's like almost like a Soulsborne guy. You just got to keep going back.
Yeah, I mean this is me running away because I'm scared, and
I love that he follows you though through the doors.
Yeah, right. Yeah, that's a really cool aspect of it too. And also you could actually go and close the doors, and he'll knock, and then eventually go through. And
that's
once you get a key, you could actually.
He's
lock
nice
them
and polite
in
and knocks first. That's nice.
Right, I know. It's very nice of him. Yeah.
And he's like, "Please open the fucking door."
I'm like, sure, come on in.
Bruh.
But the dodging is actually pretty great on this game too. Like you don't always have to fight them. Like sometimes when I'm not paying attention, I'll run right into them. But it's pretty easy. There's a certain if you run forward. There. Oh, look at me! Look at that! Oh yeah, this is my.
There's the face.
That's the face. That's when they put my face on an onion. That's what that happened.
Oh, exceptional.
Perfect.
That's the best. I need to see the onion. Does the onion appear in the stream?
I think it's gonna show up as an emote soon. So check out this insane. And he went and put it on Redbubble and made merch out of it. And I'm like, okay, bro.
Oh my god.
Went all in, man.
All in. Oh, so this is very reminiscent of Resident Evil 1 also with the boulders. Resident Evil 1 remake with the boulders that are coming at you. Which is a really cool aspect of it. This is the first time I actually dodged the boulder. So that was really nice because every other time I didn't think you could dodge it and I just died.
You tried to punch it.
I tried to punch it, yeah, and it just didn't work out. Come
on, Chris. You can get through this.
I do like how effectively you can kind of weave in and out and dodge them.
So yeah, once you get those spots you can, but you can't, but yeah.
I'm hoping to see a little bit of weaving and dodging tonight from my man Derrick Henry playing for the Tennessee Titans when they face the Steelers here in about 10 minutes when they kick off. Really hoping my man Derrick Henry does some dodging and some weaving and scores a couple touchdowns.
And I'm gonna go to sleep.
I grew up in Ohio, and our football team was the Browns. So if that tells you anything at all, I don't like sports.
Yep. Yeah. So I also, everyone knows I grew up in Cincinnati, so the Bengals were my team.
Oh,
and
right.
I've always hated the Bengals because I hated Bengals fans. So, yep. But anyway, I digress.
I will say the Browns fans were the greatest. I don't know if you know, one year they won 0 games and they had a parade where they marched around in the 0. Amazing. Wow, I guess I'm Eric almost the entire time. It's like I feel like
ain't broke, don't fix it.
I know.
Well, I was gonna say I don't want to go too much into it because I don't want to show too much. But
as long as you don't show like the very like last, I think like 30 minutes is when like it kind of goes into the little twist.
Spoilers, Harry.
Yeah. That was a really, really cool part of the game when it was like I could progress and the whole game. I could go through the whole game. Yay.
I like how high fidelity the like stuff in your inventory is. Like obviously it's very intentionally low res throughout the game, but then once you pull it up, it's nice. You can see that you can tell that it's a modern game. It's like, okay,
exactly.
Yes, you can read the stuff, you can see the detail, you can figure out the puzzles because you can actually see what you're doing. But when you're playing the game, it's like, oh yeah, it's a throwback. It's retro.
Exactly, yeah. And Benny, I'll say too, you being a musician, they actually let you play the piano and hit the notes you need to hit. So that was very exciting. That's cool.
Benny get killed 100 times sitting there at the piano. Just he'd be mixing up fucking music, and old Jeffrey Wilson there would be coming up behind him, getting him.
I'll just be playing Moonlight Sonata over and over.
And over, yeah.
I mean, it worked for Jill and Chris.
Exactly. Zombie just sat there and like just enjoyed the music, and they didn't even bother her the whole time.
Yep. Captain Vincent Charles. So that's your health bar at the top, right? When you're in that screen.
Yes. Yeah. Wait, what screen?
Right here.
So yeah. So basically your health, but yeah, it's just a little heart. And then like, yeah. So the only thing is that your health is like, that was the most difficult part of the game for me. It was like, I had enough ammo the whole time. Like I was pretty good at like, at the fights, but it was the health, because you get the health packs too. And you have to like, there's no pause when you're fighting enemies. So you have to basically just like, click on the health pack, use it while you're fighting them, and then they hit you again. So it just like that was the hardest part, was just like not dying. But then again, you have 6 people you could be as. So if one person dies, you bring the next person. Like this part right here was a spider fight, which got me for a very, very long time because it was a very big boss battle. And I will say I'm very thankful that like if one person died, I went back and his health was like half full if I killed him halfway. So that was a really nice part of it. Yeah.
Awesome.
I died a lot in that part.
I do. I really like the environments. I really like everything that they made. It looks so nice. It's so much attention to detail, and it's so easy. I feel like not to shit on anybody. No specific game comes to mind. But a lot of games that try to fit into kind of that retro feel, and that low res builds kind of get a little lazy, and they're like, oh well, it's low resolution.
I'll throw one out because I don't care. Daymare.
Oh, I haven't played that one yet. Is it bad?
Yeah, I didn't play that either.
Oh no.
I think I played for like an hour. I'm like, nope. With a side order of nope.
That falls into the same category as what I'm talking about. Like they're lazy with it and made everything bland and flat. That was they
just kind of
uninspired.
Like, yeah. They just hope that the nostalgia will get people to play it.
Right.
Basically.
But You Will Die Here Tonight, they look so much attention to detail.
They put a lot, and even like the puzzles too. Like even though I was saying like earlier, like I definitely disagree with one of the puzzles, and I told them I was like, nope, your puzzle's incorrect. Like this should be the answer to it.
Yeah.
But they did put a lot of detail into like having to solve puzzles. And when I did figure it out, I was like, this is great. But I will say too, if you're struggling with the puzzles in this game, like I just ended up assigning a number to each one of the answers, and I just went one at a time, and I figured it out that way.
Nice. Hey,
there's a way to do it if you have time. Yeah. So I did end up solving all the puzzles, which is pretty great. And the puzzles, they don't really progress the game, which was one thing I was like, I kind of wish they would have like progressed the game a little bit, but they did give you like a magnum, or like they help you get certain things to get like better ammo and stuff like that. So that was a good part of it. But I think personally, I would have liked it like actually have gotten me to like the next level in the game.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, because you don't have to solve the puzzles if you don't want to in the game. And I was like, we should have to solve them.
Yeah, that should help with progression. I mean, from what we're used to.
Mm-hmm.
But I was going to say, on the defense of companies that have done the retro inspired and done it well, Monica and I can both speak to Tormented Souls, I would say.
Oh, yeah. They did, fantastic job. Mm-hmm.
You know, like, it's one of those things where if it was broke, it was broken then. And they kind of, they would break it like that intentionally, but they made it much more tolerable than kind of going back to broken controls or tank controls that were semi-unresponsive. You get a little bit of the ability to do both,
Yeah.
Right,
But that was one of my favorites, very underrated, and we're getting a sequel for that. So that's
you got
exciting.
the coins too, didn't you, for that game, wasn't it?
The coins are coming to you whenever I can get my ass to the mailbox.
Oh, thanks.
I told you I'll be making you a care package.
Oh, thanks.
No, it's all good.
All right.
I was very excited when you got them, though. It's great.
Final thoughts, overall feelings on You Will Die Here Tonight. What do you think, Monica?
Overall feelings, I really enjoyed the game. Like at the very beginning, I wasn't 100% sure because I play a lot of I do play a lot of older games, but I play a lot of modern games now. So I think I'm kind of spoiled when it comes to things being a little bit easier for me, like not having to worry about saves. And that got me in the beginning. I was like, I can't just save the game, and if I die, go back to the exact same spot. And I was like, oh, this is so frustrating. And then once I got the hang of it more, I was like, okay, this isn't that bad. Like I just have to kind of rewire my brain to be like, this is how this game is played. And then it was very, very enjoyable. Once I got the dodging down, I got the guns like all loaded up, became a very, very enjoyable game. And then I'm not going to spoil, but the ending was absolutely fantastic and it was a total blast. So I do highly recommend this game. People should definitely check it out.
Great. How long roughly would you guess if someone wanted to sit down, play it from start to finish? About how long should they expect the game to take them?
So in my final playthrough, it was 4 hours. It was 4 hours for me. I tend to backtrack a lot though. Like if I don't have ammo, I went back to the ammo box, fold up my ammo, make sure I don't have to worry about, fighting the enemies. And then at the very end too, I went back and killed every single enemy. So
yeah,
but I want to make sure, did I get everything I needed to get? So if you want to do a complete full playthrough, I would guess first time, probably 6 to 8 hours just to kind of really enjoy stuff. Yeah, I mean, it's a pretty decent game. And then you could probably speed run it pretty quickly once you get the hang of it too, which I think will open up a lot more, to the speed running whole world and stuff like that. So yeah.
Very cool. So out of 10, if you had to put a number on it.
I would give it, I think a 7.5. I really enjoyed it. Yeah.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Awesome.
Great. Well, thank you.
I look forward to playing it as well. So
I can't wait to hear what you think of it.
Yeah, I'll be writing a review for Gaming Age, so stay tuned for that as well. We'll kind of get 2 points on that one. But thank you so much, Monica, for taking the time to playing it, giving us the 411 and letting us share your stream, which is a lot of fun. Again, we'll have a link for Monica's stream. We support anytime that she live streams. We try to share it out when she's doing that.
I appreciate it.
She loves playing horror games, and we love watching. So, yeah, I think this is a great first official Press for Time video game review. Stay tuned for more. There's going to be more games coming, more reviews of other stuff as we evolve our channel, and we appreciate everybody's time. You guys have anything else for the listeners?
Nope, not this week. Thank you so much.
I think we're pretty good. Everyone get this game. It's a lot of fun.
Yep.
The candles. Yeah, let's end on the candles.
End on the candles. All right. I'll have links to Monica's stream. I'll have links to the game itself. Probably I'll try to get links to all the different places you can buy it. And remember, check for Benny's written review on Gaming Age here coming up. And for everything else, stick here with Press for Time.
All right, everybody. Take care. Have fun.
Bye, guys.
See ya.